Hello everyone, Rascgal here, and I am so excited and honored to be a part of this year's Sims Machinima and Animation Convention. We have a limited time for our panels, so I'm going to jump right into answering all the questions that have been sent my way. Poor Simmer asks, "Hi, thank you so much for all your hard work. What references do you use to create your content? And if you don't use references, where do you draw your inspiration from?" Yes, I do use references when I create my animations. The references may come from scenes I've watched or real-life scenarios I've seen, and most of the time I would record myself reenacting the movements so that I can understand the momentum, the flow and arc of the action that I'm looking for. Irony asks, "Could you please create a machinima story? Thank you and have a nice day." Thank you so much for this question, love, and I hope you have a nice day as well. I'm currently working on 2 projects titled IDK and Untold Children of Cherish that I'm hoping to share with you all this year, so please stay tuned. Corey R. asks, "What makes you inspire from your own animations, like TV shows or a movie? Like you have many ideas or you get thinking before you make the animations from request or on your own?" Yes, I do get inspired from TV shows and movies, live action and animated ones alike. I also do get ideas while I'm writing or working on my own projects, as well as ideas in the form of requests and suggestions that I receive from others, which I appreciate so very much. Have you ever considered animating for The Sims 2? Why or why not? Yes, I have actually. I love The Sims 2, and I still play the game to this day. I have characters that I play in a save file that I would love to see come to life with custom animations. Are there any particular motions you dread being asked to animate, like fighting, walking, etc.? There are no animations that I particularly dread so far, I would say, but there are some that do take more time to make than others. The more dynamic the animation is, such as walking, fighting, or explosive gestures, it would require more parts of the rig to move and more details to add and pay attention to. Do you have any tips for both beginners and more advanced animation creators? What are your life-saving hacks while animating? I'll do my best to answer this one, since I consider myself still learning and improving as well. So for beginners, practice, patience, and don't compare yourself with others. It takes time and effort to learn and develop a new skill. If you're consistent with yourself, I guarantee that you'll see improvements along the way, and you may even learn a few tricks of your own. And please be kind to yourself during the process. For advanced animators, always be open to learning new things and expanding your knowledge. You may find newer ways, new tips and tricks, new hacks that can be helpful for you to work more efficiently and allow you to tackle on more complex and broader projects. As for personally, a life-saving hack I learned was when I was able to simplify the process of creating the movements I want to make, as well as utilizing the graph editor. How do you feel when you see your animations in Sim series? Oh my gosh, beyond happy and just so very honored. The first time I saw my animations in a Sim series, I squealed and I cried a little because of how moved I was. It brings me so much joy when my animations are able to play a part in bringing a scene or a story to life, even if it's just for a short while. Hi, I was wondering, how do you make your animations so fluently? They're all so beautiful. Hi love, thank you so much for your kind compliments. I would say, in Blender language, that setting and pacing the keyframes and utilizing the graph editor has really helped to achieve more fluent movements. Hello, I love your animations and how much personality they give the characters. Do you have any tips when it comes to animating facial expressions? Hello love, thank you so much for your kind compliments. A tip for animating facial expressions would be to always have a mirror next to you. Your own face can be a huge helpful reference. Act out the expression or the dialogue in front of the mirror and pay attention to all the muscles on your face that are moving to show that specific emotion. Understanding which muscle or bone to move is so helpful during the animating process. What's the most difficult part of making an animation for you? I would say detailing. Working with eye movements, facial expressions, and fingers usually takes more time, depending on the emotion or nature of the movements that are required for the scene. Your animations are so seamless and realistic. Do you have any tips for anyone who's just getting into animation for how to get that realistic look? Thank you for all the work you do. Thank you so much for your kind compliments, love. A tip I could give you would be to watch and learn from a lot of references. If we're aiming for a realistic look, then we will need to have references that have realistic subjects to observe. I watched a lot of live-action series to help me learn the elements of realism I wanted in my animations, especially the expressions and flow of how the body moves. The Sims is known for its quirky and humorous animations. How do you inject personality and humor into your animations? The animations I work on are more toned down by nature since I aim to have the movements look more in the realistic side. So I feel like the humor aspect portrayed in the animations I make wouldn't be from the exaggerated movements demonstrated by the characters, such as seen in the Sims games, instead on more playful and friendly in types of gesture. Like, say, a character smacking the back of another character's head, holding back laughter, or rolling their eyes away. Are there any specific animations you've worked on for The Sims that you're particularly proud of? What made them stand out to you? This is a great question. Thank you so much. I love the animations that have been commissioned to me. I feel like I've been able to learn a lot and improve my skills every time I work on them, since they're all so unique. Thank you so much to everyone who has commissioned me and allowed me to help bring your amazing visions to life. Some of your animations have become paid. I would like to buy a subscription to Patreon, but unfortunately in my country it is impossible to do this due to sanctions. Have you ever thought of creating a Boosty account with animations? I'm so sorry to hear that, love. I've never thought of creating a Boosty account, but if it's able to provide a form of accessibilities to the animations I make, then I'll do my best and see what I can do. Could you create a conversation animation at a bar counter? Ooh. For example, two Sims at the counter with a drink in their hand or without, conversing, perhaps gesturing with their hands a little or shaking their head as if in agreement or disagreement. Oh my gosh! I love this idea so much. A conversation at a bar sounds really good, actually. Thank you so much for this suggestion. I'll see what I can do. Did you grow up watching animated movies? If so, what were your favorites? Your animations are too smooth. Thank you so much for your kind compliment. Oh my god, yes. I watched a lot of animated movies and series growing up. My favorites, my go-to comforts at the top of my head would be Disney's Robin Hood, The Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Incredibles, and Brave. What are your tips for new animators? The process is so daunting. Yes, I agree, especially if you're just starting out. Take 30 minutes to an hour of your day to practice and learn something new about animating or something new in Blender. Start by learning to animate very simple movements like waving a hand in greeting, sitting down, standing up, or throwing up a peace sign. I also recommend reading the 12 Principles of Animation to help understand the basics of animations. Do you prefer to make single animations or couple animations? What type of animations are your favorite to work on? I don't particularly favor one over the other more, though single animations are quicker to work with, since I would only need to focus on one rig. My favorite type of animations to work on are friendly and tension animations. And that is all the questions answered. Thank you so much to everyone that has sent over their questions, and to the incredible Smac team for orchestrating this amazing event. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the show. I'll see you all next time.